How's it going, everyone? Phoenix Rapunzel here. Welcome back to another Infinite Magicraid free-to-play episode. This is episode 7. So I'm just kind of going through here and I'm looking at where I'm at. I just got to level 30. So very, very, very happy about that one. And so far we're making really awesome progress here. I'm on day 20 or so. I've been hitting up a lot of Tower of Mark recently just to try to get through some campaign quests and stuff. But I've realized, and this is probably going to be the focus today, I've realized that my red mark team is not good. I have Aisha built out. But then I have Reeves, May, Anna, and Wim kind of sitting here. So what I'm going to do today is I'm actually going to build out these 4 and then see how far I can get in red mark. And as I build them out, I'm actually going to go through their kits and talk about them and how I feel like they're going to play into the team. Before I do that, though, looks like I have a free wish. Always nice to get that free wish. And we get a fill. Cool. Alright, well, let's get into building then. We collect by dailies. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and start with... let's start with Reeves. Yeah, let's start with Reeves first. So, Reeves. He is a bleed hero. I know Ivy League Gaming has him as... kind of like her main person for her free to bleed account. So let's take a look at his kit. Let's see what he does. 2 stages of 60% attack damage each to a single enemy with a 20% chance to inflict a layer of bleed for 2 turns. And then if you up as exclusive, then the damage increases by 20%, so it goes to 80. If you use skill scrolls, then it goes to 120. And then the chance of inflicting bleed to 30%. So bleed, I'm actually not super familiar with bleed as far as the debuff goes. I know it exists, I just haven't really used it. So it takes damage by 14, 18, 22, whole bunch of numbers here, of the inflictor's attack 1 time based on the number of bleed layers. Okay, so... oh, based on the bleed layers, each time a layer of bleed is successfully inflicted. So once you get past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bleed layers, then it stays about the same. But they take damage based on the inflictor's attack. Meanwhile, it takes damage by from 30% all the way up to 165% of the inflictor's attack based on the number of bleed layers each turn before action, stackable up to 10 layers. Bleed damage ignores defense and cannot trigger crit, leech, and damage reflect effects. So, bleed is kind of... I guess I'd compare it to burn. Just because they both take damage by a percentage of the inflictor's attack. But I think bleed is better because they take damage both when a layer of bleed is put on, but also each turn before action. So they can take a lot of damage from that. So that's the first skill, and then we've got a counterattack for 3 turns, and then effect hit up for 25%. So that's really good. That can go down to a 4-turn cooldown. Passive, 50% chance to reduce the cooldown of hack and slash, which is his ultimate skill, or his 3rd skill, every time he does his 1st skill here. So 50% chance to reduce that cooldown. That's kind of nice. And then it actually, if you use the skill scrolls again, it goes up to 100% chance. So basically every single time he does his 1st skill, he reduces the cooldown of his final skill, which is 5 stages of 70% attack damage each to a single enemy, with 30% chance to inflict a layer of bleed for 2 turns. And then if you up his exclusive, he can also put on Horrify on the target for a turn if they have 5 layers of bleed after dealing damage to the target. Oh, slight grammatical error there. It's fine. Okay. Sounds good. So really solid then for putting that bleed on. So we want to make sure that he has effect hit for sure. Yeah, effect hit, mastery, and then attack, of course. Because that attack will help boost the amount of damage that the enemies take from the bleed. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what I got as far as equipment. Again, we're looking for effect hit. So I'm going to start with the effect hit. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, you have an effect. Ooh, you even have a kit here. Okay. So let's go ahead and equip both of these for now. And we'll enhance them. We'll go to 8. Oh, double defense. Okay, I may need to replace that one. Enhance. Go to 8. Okay, that one we got mastery. That's really good. So let's see other chest plates that we've got. Oh, there's a 4-star. Effect hit and HP. Okay. That one's got effect resistance and effect hit. Let's see here. Effect hit, that is +2. Okay, but I've already got these boots here. Let's take a look here. Mastery and effect hit. So let's enhance this one really quick to 12. Ooh, okay. I'm replacing these boots. Okay, so let's take a look at the other ones. Effect hit, HP rate there. Ooh, there's a 5-star with attack rate and effect hit. I'm gonna equip that. And then let's take a look at. Ooh, okay. If this were replaced by mastery, then this would be an amazing armor piece to have here. Just for curiosity's sake. Okay, so 1 on each. So let's compare the 2 now. Yeah, I want to equip this one. So now he's got crit damage on. Which, I mean, I'm not super concerned about crit damage. What I'm really concerned about here is mostly the stats. Like, from lots of experience with other games like Infinite Magicraid, where you need to have different equipment on your heroes or characters or champions or whatever you call them. My go-to is always stats over sets. So looking for the gear that has the stats I'm looking for versus getting like a specific set. I mean, it'd be nice to have the specific set, but I mean, all things considered, you really need the stats over the set. Okay, so I'm looking for HP stuff. HP with, let's go mastery. Okay, so we got a couple here. Only 3-star though. Attack rate. Oh, we've got a 5 there. I still think the effect hit is going to be the biggest. Yeah, see, there's no more. Oh, there's none with that. Excuse me. I still think the effect hit is going to be the biggest, or the most important thing here. So let's go ahead and equip this one. Okay, so let's see where we're at. So we've got 4.1% mastery, 21.6% effect hit. Speed is just over 1,000. Actually, it's about 1,100 or so. Yeah, 1,100. Attack is 3,800 there. Okay, so we'll leave him in that gear for now. and we'll see how that helps us. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade him to his max level. I don't know if I have anyone available. I have to go look at my training thing here. Reeves. Oh, hey, look at that. I have all of those lovely dragon eggs to get him up to 5-star. So then we'll go ahead and take Reeves and we'll upgrade him to max level again. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna clean these really quick. Always good to do your daily and advanced quests. Oof. Almost sneezed there. Okay, let's go into the Tower of Mark and let's just run him on the first floor. Maybe not the first floor. Let's go 3rd floor because that's where I stopped. And then I'm just gonna put these guys in for now. And I'm just noticing now, basically all of these guys are gonna be damage dealers. Wim is gonna do a little bit more support, but like Anna focuses on burn, May does AoE damage, and then Reeves has the counterattack and the bleed. And then Aisha does, again, AoE damage. So let's see how this team turns out. I specifically am focusing on Reeves. This is just kind of like a play test. So I'll just put it on auto here. This is just a play test of how much damage does he do. And we'll go to higher levels as well so you can see his, how his bleed is put on. Because this is a lower level, I'm not necessarily surprised that everyone is, you know, going down so fast. Holy moly. Okay. So, of course, Aisha's going to do the most. But Reeves, 67,000. Not too bad. I definitely want to up his effect hit. Because, again, that's what's going to really, really benefit him here. So let's keep going to the next stages. See how he does. See, they just put bleed on us. Okay, I'm gonna go for probably that first. There's his bleed. Okay, so that did a decent amount. Okay, so when he placed his bleed on, there were only 2 layers of it, but 87,000 versus 60,000 or so in the last round. So, not too bad. Let's keep going. Let's see how this goes. Take out a lane first. There we go. Okay, there's bleed. Just landed there. Okay, another layer just landed. Wow. 5 layers of bleed and he went down. 141k. So this is why with Reeves you really have to put on that effect hit so that he can land those bleeds. Because otherwise, he's not really going to do anything. So that was awesome. That's really, really good to see. Okay, let's keep going. Again, I'm just keeping the same team. I really want to focus on seeing how Reeves does. And then we'll focus on the others. He didn't land the bleed there. he did land the lead that last bit. So again, but big difference. Going from 141,000 down to 73,000. So, I mean, everyone's still surviving, so let's keep going. Okay, last round, here we go. Let's see. So no blue is there. And it is kind of a low percentage of leaves. Oh, there we go. 3 layers of leaves is there. Bring these back, okay. Okay, so seed landed there. Seed landed there. Let's see what we got. Ooh, 292. Now again, he didn't have 3 other people that he was competing with for damage, so. But hey, 292k compared with 477k from Aisha. That's pretty darn good. So I'm excited to use Reeves more. I think he's really going to be helpful with, again, inflicting that damage over time. And those of you who have Reeves, go ahead and comment down below. Where do you use him at? I would love to know so that I can start experimenting with other places. Obviously, he's going to be good in Tower of Mark, but I want to hear from you guys. Where do you use him? Okay. So now we just have to clear campaign stage 510 under nightmare mode. And we're on chapter 28 here. So we're getting closer to the beautiful Catherine. Clear this, that. Okay. Okay, enhancement goals, thank you very much. Oh, we haven't even done our voyage thing today. I'm just kind of jumping around here. Ooh, 5. Okay, if we get 4. Oh. Hey, look at that. Thank you very much. Nice. That excellent rune is so nice to get. Even though they do come quite frequently here. We got some dispatches done. Thank you very much. Dispatches, great, again, great way to earn free resources and stuff there. So nice, another excellent rune. Okay, so I've built out Reeves more. Now let's go into Whim. Now Whim I use a lot on my main account. He is a very awesome he's a defense hero, and he does a lot with his shield and just tanking in general. So his kit, 200% defense damage to a single enemy for his first skill. Pretty simple. Second skill, 100% defense damage to an enemy and another 2 random enemies, and then grants all allies consolidation for 2 turns. So consolidation reduces 20% of the damage taken. And then he can do extra damage and then reduce his cooldown if you use skill scrolls. Passive. For every ally whose hit points is below 24%, Whim grants them a shield by 20% of his max hit points when he survives for 2 turns. So then the threshold to trigger shield, it goes up by 16% if you use your skill scrolls, excuse me, not spell scrolls, skill scrolls. So then that would go up to 28, 32, 36, 40%. And then if you up his exclusive, then it reduces by 1 turn. So if it, again, if he survives for 2 turns, basically every 2 turns he's putting on a shield on one of your allies. And then his third skill grants a shield of 40% of his max hit points on all allies for 2 turns. And that goes down to a 4-turn cooldown. The duration can be increased to 3 turns if you up his exclusive. And then he gets 1 more action after he releases the Warrior's Roar. So, basically, this goes down to a 4-turn cooldown, 3-turn shield, and then he gets an additional action. So, upping his exclusive is going to be really, really key here. But as far as building him, definitely hit points here. We basically just want him to be as tanky as possible. He doesn't put on any debuffs, so we don't need any kind of effect hit or anything. He doesn't do... Yeah, so we don't need effect hit. We don't need mastery. Effect resistance would be good for him. Again, part of that of him being a tank. So let's see what we can find. So we need... Just filter this out. We need HP, HP rate, and we need effect resistance. So let's see if we have something that has both of these. Ooh. Okay. Let's enhance this to 12, see what we get. Okay, so 1 on each. Not bad. I'm going to go ahead and equip that. Okay. And giving him some defense as well. I mean, it's... I feel like with him, having a lot of HP is going to be very beneficial because if you take a look at his skills, his shield is based on his max HP. So if you give him a lot of HP, then that shield is going to be massive. Okay, filter again. We're going for HP. Let's go for HP rate, and we already looked for effect resistance, but let's try the other one. Nope, that's not gonna be there. Okay, that's fine. We'll do HP rate then. See if we can get anything juicy along with it. Mastery doesn't need that. Maybe HP rate and defense. Let's see what we got. Oh, the HP rate and defense. HP rate, defense rate. Enhance. I'm gonna go to 12 again. Double defense rate, that's nice. But nothing on HP rate. Okay, I'm gonna equip those for now. And this one has double HP rate and 1 crit rate. So I'm gonna go ahead and, again, I'm gonna equip that for now. Let's see if we get anything better. So we're looking for defense now. Let's do defense HP rate. See what we got here. Ooh, okay, so attack rate, speed, and HP rate. The speed would be nice. Yeah, so if we click that, then it's just, we got speed, HP rate. So let's go ahead and enhance both of these, see what we can proc here. So double HP rate, that's nice. And then, and attack is basically useless for him because his damage is based on defense. Let's go to 8 here. Double HP rate there. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and equip this one. Again, I'm favoring the double HP rate over the HP rate and the attack. Again, because he doesn't need it. The only problem is this is a 5-star and this is a 3-star. There's a big difference between those. You know what? Screw it. I'm equipping this one. Okay, so let's see where we're at here. Okay, so he does have more attack. His defense damage isn't going to necessarily be the strongest, but for now it's okay because his HP is 36,000. So that's what we want to focus on. So let's get him to max level. And I already got him to 5-star, so that should be fine. Can he be awakened yet? No. Okay. Okay. So let's go back to... You know what? I'm going to go back to Tower Mark. We're going to go through. We're going to go to floor... we'll go to floor 1 and floor 2. Actually gonna take out May and Anna for now. We're just gonna go through with these 3. Mostly to like 3-star it right now, but I also want to just see how he does with putting on the shield and everything. Line up these, thank you. Yeah, took it down pretty easy. But I mean, you see right here, this bottom line. So we've got attack damage, we've got the healing, like how much, you know, people healed by, and then this bottom one, the shield here, is how much damage was taken. So he took more damage than these guys did. Not sure if that's significant at this point. But let's just keep going through here. And then we're going to jump to stage 7 because I want to see how he does with putting his shield up and being that tank. So again, it goes by pretty quick because, again, 4,636 right there. So, super nice. Okay, let's go back. We'll go to floor 7. And then go ahead and just start with these 3. Aisha goes first. Okay, shield is up. There's that consolidation on. It's gonna take a minute. I'm gonna get down to stuff. There we go. Alright. So again, he was taking a lot of damage there. So that's awesome. Again, he's being the tank that he's supposed to be. So we only got 2 stars because the boss's turn count was not under 10 turns. But hey, I mean, really, really solid. Okay, let's go back to main city. I'm looking at these champions here, or these heroes, and I almost wish we had some kind of like we have the guides on them and everything, but I almost wish we had some kind of like, hey, I've used him here, he's really good here. If we had something in the game to like show that, then as a somewhat newer player, then I'd have an idea of, okay, where could I use him? Instead of just me trying to think, okay, where could I use, like Wim, I feel like he's really good everywhere as a solid tank. Reeves can be really good like clearing through waves, but I think also in like arena he'd be really good with, again, just counter-attacking, placing those bleeds on. Maybe him paired with like Space, with Space's like turn meter and speed and everything. So again, it's something to play around with. Speaking of arena, let's go ahead and head in to arena. We'll take on, let's try this team. So I'm actually gonna switch out, we'll keep Daisy in, but I'm gonna actually switch out Aisha, and I'm gonna put in Reeves to see how Reeves does alongside the rest of this team. Now this may not work because my Daisy is crazy strong, but let's see what happens here. Okay, so he did land his bleed there. And he put his bleed on there. Let's see if I can go... Let's try this team. 125, 164. Yeah, that'll be a better matchup. Again, I just want to see how he fares. And then I'm going to do the same thing with one. Jeez, Rudolph went like 3 times there. Okay, so he was able to land his bleeds, which means that his effect hit is, I mean, it could be better. It always could be better. But let's go ahead and switch out with Whim. These guys have a Whim as well. Let's see what happens. Again, this may not be the best showing. But wow, there's a lot of shield there, and then that consolidation as well from multiple people. Okay, he just got stunned. See, this one's going longer. This is what I was hoping for. Longer. Okay, pretty good there. Alright, so let me go ahead and claim this. And claim that. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so those of you who are still watching, thank you so much for still watching. I want to know, where would you guys use Whim? And how do you build him? Where do you use him? And, what suggestions do you have for me using him and Reeves going forward, besides just in Tower of Mark? Because again, I want to explore this. I want to figure out where I can really use them, where they can shine. So please let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end of the video. If you do like my content, I would ask that you like this video and then subscribe to my channel. I am trying to still build my channel. It is fairly new, and I am new to all of this stuff. So anything and everything helps. Again, I really, really appreciate you guys, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.